Hey you guys, so if you're watching this video, you most likely already saw the video I recorded before this that led you here about planning. What you think is wrong with your business or have been told is wrong with your business, or even you, maybe that's not actually the problem. Maybe it's just planning that's the issue. Now I want to talk about being executive. When you hear executive, what immediately comes to your mind? When I close my eyes, I see dark suits and dark briefcases. I see ties, authoritarian bosses, really stiff boardroom meetings. I guess it really reminds me of the corporate world I left. So did you leave the corporate world too? I'm really curious to know what you feel. So definitely leave a comment and if you left the corporate world. And I don't know about anyone else, but naturally when I get these images of the word executive, I took on this image that society has told me what an executive leader should look like. I didn't match this image. You know, I'm very free-spirited, I'm very laid back. I didn't think of myself as an executive. I was so convinced that I was sending a message of anything but executive that I actually stopped showing up online, because here I am talking about business, but I'm dressed in sweats and cowboy boots, and I'm sweaty and dirty from working in the dirt or from doing construction work. And I felt like there was a big discrepancy and lack of trust because I didn't have stage lights or makeup or a blazer on. And it just became impractical for me to show up online with the lifestyle I was living, and I had to accept that. I stopped showing up online over the course of about 2 years. And in that time, I got back to managing my business like a professional.
And to me, that meant caring more about what was going on behind the scenes in my business instead of what people thought about me on social media.
Working on the back end of the business allowed me to put intention into building framework that deepens connection, strengthens surrender, and uses metrics I find valuable.
Values like collaboration, kindness, and communication.
Success for me may not look like the same success for you, and that's okay. Another big change that this social media pause allowed me to do was I stopped objectifying people. I really wanted to humanize people and prioritize relationships. I began to create ways to support a team and align the actions of future teammates and myself with the values I have. So of course there was more time spent being than doing. And here's what I think executive leadership actually means now.
Eckhart Tolle writes in his book, The Power of Now, nothing ever happened in the past. It happened in the now. Nothing will ever happen in the future. It will happen in the now. The essence of what I am saying here can't be understood by the mind. The moment you grasp it, there's a shift in consciousness from mind to being, from time to presence. The definition of presence, as Eckhart Tolle describes it, we can let go of the idea that any pressure to fulfill a certain outcome exists, and we won't be controlled by outcomes or stress, and as a result, we will be more supported in business, our teammates will be better supported, and our relationships outside of business will be more fulfilling.
And to me, intention is the ability to create space for any outcome. Where there's a space for anything to exist, there is space for possibility. And this space frees us from the idea that we have to be a certain way, or people have to be a certain way, or circumstances have to be a certain way, or we have to have a certain amount of money in order for possibilities to arise. Instead, this space reinforces creativity when outcomes are different than we imagined. And so we continue leading from a place of creativity, and creative, intentional leadership lightens the load for ourselves, our teammates, and anyone else who works with us, because it gives permission for things to be as they are. Presence and intention also provide us with more freedom to be outside of business. If we have close relationships, we have family, if we have kids, if we have other commitments, other passion projects, being executive in business has been a self-feeding loop, of positive reinforcement, of energy, fun, of simplicity, of patience, so that I can really show up doing what I know I need to do, no matter what is going on around me or no matter what the results I get. Do you have a business, or do you want to start a business? I would love to know in the comments. Do you feel like you're who you should be, or what you should have is getting in the way of your presence and intention? Let us know so we can start a conversation, so we know that we're not the only ones. I know it's very easy for us to be in this place of feeling like we're not ready, or we don't have enough, or we can't show up like this, especially when social media shoves images down our throat of what we're supposed to be when we say we're executive. You're in business to let the work flow through you. It's time to get back to the essence of being in business and be stewards of all outcomes, including losses, including setbacks, for the sake of a purpose that becomes bigger than us.